Hello Capricorn, welcome to your reading. Capricorn Sun, Moon, and Rising. What's up in the air and how will things feel when they fall? This is a general reading for the collective. If there's anything that's up in the air for you at the moment that has you a little slowed down in an area or stagnant or missing a piece to a puzzle before moving forward, this will hopefully give you some clarity into that situation, using the Namaste to see where the situation could be falling for you as far as the energy around it, surrounding it, the nature of it. I'm going to clarify with the tarot. Capricorn, Sun, Moon, and Rising. What's up in the air for Capricorns? I'm going to take one from the top and one from the bottom for this. Okay. So some of you Capricorn are working through some communication issues. This could be communication with, this could be a disagreement with a friend. It could be a disagreement with work. It could be just communicating at work in general, how you communicate. You're working on opening up your lines of communication. Some of you may have needed to gain some confidence in how you're communicating in your world, in your situations, taking charge over disagreements, and making the best out of any disappointments through the power of your voice and what you have to say. Some of you are charging away from disagreeable energy, charging away from it, as I see. So some of you have an expectation that you are looking, you're surveying where your opportunities will be coming from going forward, and leaving anything in that is too conflicting behind or is not in alignment with you. When you are in a situation where you know you're supposed to be in it, it just flows, even communication. So I feel for some of you, you may be realizing how when you are in a situation that is right for you or is forward moving for you, there's less conflict, and you may be working your way towards more peaceful communications, or just communicating in a way more that is in more alignment of who you are today rather than who you were yesterday. So working through your problems, working through conflict, and seeing where that lands you. Let's see with this new communication, this new voice you have found, Capricorn. Where is it? Will it be taking you? And I'm clarifying with the Rider-Waite Tarot, illustrated by Pamela Coleman. Okay, we have the Hermit. Here we have the Two of Pentacles, Knight of Wands, the Star, and we have the Devil of Capricorn energy. All right. So, yes, definitely working on your communication. Somewhere where there was a little too much, maybe back and forth with a communication, especially too when it comes to what you want. The Hermit energy, seeking knowledge, seeking information, seeking their own inner wisdom for their choices. Some of you really have done that, and you're wise about your choices, about what you want. Now, there's an element here that may have been thrown into your walk or your plan, but again, you're working through those. You're working through those things that may be you're juggling, or you're going back and forth with. Some of it may have to do with travel plans. But what we have here with the star and the devil showing up, I'm feeling that some of you, many of you, you're finding your voice and your power and your communication, and it's showing in a way that's putting you in a bigger position of power as far as your choices and you making the choices that are best for you. Some of you as well, there's possibly working through uh, someone's trying to get to know you. I feel that some of you have choices when suitors, when it comes to suitors. Some of you are going back and forth with whether or not you want to be alone or share your journey with someone else. I'm feeling that some of you are still in the process of either healing from a situation, or as well trying to break free from your fears. Some of you may be having a fear of either commitment or a fear of losing your sense of self in a relationship, and that may be a reason for many of you wanting to some of you are actively wanting to heal some old pain, and it could be by the way of dating. You do have options, but as well too, you're showing what it is that you want. So some of you, when it comes down to a new relationship or someone new getting to know you, you're very meticulous about laying down the ground rules as far as this is what I can offer, this is what I expect. And it's something of like, can I hold you to this? Now some of you, there's a commitment that someone is definitely going to be trying to pull out of you, but I would say that take your time and really assess the situation, because there does seem to be a passionate potential for a passionate relationship to come about for you, if you're willing and open for that. You're definitely getting some attention with some work that you're doing, even through travel. So, for some of you, this is a wish fulfillment. But with the devil, it's a little bit of be careful what you wish for. So some of you just may, I feel, I'm just getting a feeling for some of you coming out of being single for a while and going into the relationship. The very first one may not be, the one you end up with, or it possibly could be, but it also could be something of a very important learning experience that you must go through. I wouldn't say to neglect it or reject it. I would say just to be mindful that this is your journey, and whoever comes and shows up along the way is showing up to either teach you something or it's there for a reason. Not that they have to teach you, may be teaching them something as well. But there's some healing coming in too, I feel, for some of you when it comes to a relationship or even towards yourself and your communication. I feel like that in itself is you're going to be finding your voice and finding your power in that sense. You're finding your power, and for many of you, there could be definitely some new business opportunities that will be making its way to you. And for some of you, it may have to do with some type of fame or notoriety in a sense, okay, with this star card. All right, so it's mainly what I'm getting here as far as what will fall. You being more into your power, and making your choices and decisions, but also being very careful not to lose what you've gained in the form of your own knowledge from being on your own journey. That's very important. If you're going to bring someone else into compromise, now the potential to want to move quickly with someone new if you're single will be there. Um, you might find yourself in a passionate relationship very quickly if it comes up. But I feel it's all a part of your growth. It's all a part of your journey, whether it ends up as a committed relationship. The potential is there for it to be. However, I feel if it is, it may be a relationship that does is somewhat not flashy, but you both love nice things. You like to look nice. You look nice together. You're a couple that attracts a lot to you. Also, you may be needing to work through what may be difficult, or maybe even jealousy over what's going on in your world. Working through that, working past that, and not paying it too much of attention here. That's what I'm getting to as far as moving away from a conflict. Anything that's conflicting with your choices, you're going to be saying, okay, well, this is who I am, and who doesn't like it, I don't care. This is who I am. That's that kind of sense of, I'm going for what I want. You're going to go for what you want. And for some of you, you've thought long and hard about this, and it looks like it's going to be showing up in a way. And it is your power of your voice. You showing a little bit more of your personality, being more open, moving away from conflict, and not being so tainted by the past, and that affecting how you're communicating to new people in your future. You're getting over that part of yourself that you held yourself back in. So then what will happen is you will attract some people to you. And for some of you, you will attract a significant relationship or a significant business situation that allows you more power and autonomy moving forward, where a lot of the communication issues that you dealt with in the past, you won't deal with anymore, because your status will be raised in a sense where you will be gaining more respect. People will be having more respect for you based on how you're communicating your truth. Okay, so that's the reading that I have for you, Capricorn. I hope this was helpful. If you would like a personal reading from me, then information is below. Take care. Namaste.